Alrighty, so today we'll be breaking down Karolina Kowalkiewicz versus Xiaonan. Poland versus China. One of the great rivalries. So yeah, Karolina on a bit of a decline. I think I could objectively say that. It seems like she's kind of got one foot out, one foot in. I think she wants a way out, to be honest. She's got that window for childbirth, and like every interview I see of Karolina, she's always talking about like babies, like I just want babies, like that's my Karolina impersonation. But yeah, she's always talking about having children, a life after fighting. So I'm not quite sure how committed she is mentally to MMA at the moment. And Xiaonan might just give her a way out if she wins, because she'll probably get cut. What's that? 4 losses in a row. Will probably get cut. Yeah. So yeah, we'll break them down. Karolina, she squares her stance frequently when changing directions. She's not great at lateral movement. Switches stances a lot, but especially when she's changing stances, which she does pretty frequently. Squares her hips up. Can't really move laterally. But Yan Xiaonan, on the other hand, she throws combinations. She's got a large arsenal of strikes. She throws that side kick to the face or the body, which is very unusual. It's a very unusual technique. It's foreign to a lot of UFC fighters that aren't experienced in fighting, like in China or Asia. Fighters that come from that Sunda background. Both very offensive-minded strikers. So this will probably be. Someone could get finished in this fight, to be honest. Like, I know it's women's strawweight, but they're both very offensive. Haven't got great defense. I'd say Yan Xiaonan has much better defense though. She's got much better footwork and much better hand speed to retract from a retraction from her strikes. But yeah, mostly in the third round, she seems to just coast a little bit. She doesn't seem gassed or anything, but she kind of just jabs and moves. Gets a little flat-footed, just jabs. Just tries to keep the opponent at bay. Just it's very strange. She just seems to just coast, and because I guess she thinks she's won the first 2 rounds. But you saw that Angela Hill fight, where she just jabbed in the last round, and she nearly lost that decision. Like, it was very close. I actually gave it to Hill. Karolina's very offensive-minded in the clinch. Gets the Muay Thai plum clinch. Looks for knees, elbows. But you saw that in close distance when she went to clinch against Jessica Andrade, and she got clipped by that big overhand right or left hook. I'm not quite sure what it was, but put her out fucking cold. And just a flaw in Xiaonan's game in the grappling is that she tries to escape the Muay Thai plum clinch by ducking her head and peeling out. But that's dangerous because you're right in line for the knees. Once you duck, your head can be pushed with greater leverage, and it's just open for straight knees up the middle. So it's quite dangerous how she does that. I wish she would fix that. But yeah, she's got nice stick and move with the jab. Good footwork, fast hand speed, good fight IQ. Doesn't take many. Doesn't lose many positions. Knows when to pick it up. Knows when to lay off. For Karolina, she's got good forward pressure, good knees and elbows in the clinch. She's got a lot of heart. However, she does have, comes with the territory, I guess, with forward pressure. She does have very predictable movement. Doesn't cut angles or, angle off at all, or cut the cage off really. She just kind of follows you, walks forward in a straight line. Squares her stance quite frequently as she's doing that as well, which could be deadly in this matchup when she's throwing those side kicks. When she's squaring her stance and she's throwing a side kick, that's a knockdown. She's getting knocked down. Just her balance is off. No posts, no leg posts. Unless she's got freakish athletic ability, she's getting knocked down if she squares her stance, and Xiaonan hits her with a nice side kick to the solar plexus. Doesn't check leg kicks either. Xiaonan consequentially throws a lot of those, so that's not good. Hands don't return to her face immediately, kind of throws them out, hangs them low, and then eventually brings them up from her hips. But yeah, it is concerning because that's how she got knocked out versus Jessica Andrade. Couple flaws in Xiaonan's game is that her hands stay, or her lead hand stays away from her face when she's throwing a kick. So her chin's just like right open when she's throwing a kick. If the opponent, quickly deflects the kick and then throws a hard two, she could be in trouble. Also, her hands are low, kinda a lot of the time. She kind of relies on head movement. Leans back to her right when evading the right overhand, but like hands low while she's doing that, so her chin's bare and her chin is in the air if she's leaning back. So yeah, it's if someone watched tape and figured out to throw the overhand right, get the read, and then step in an extra step when you're throwing the overhand right, it could catch her clean, or follow up a hook with an overhand right. And also she's got poor get-ups. Her get-ups aren't very good. Couldn't even get up from Angela Hill. Top control. Path to victory for Yan. She's got, the side kick to the when she squares the stances. Overhooks in the clinch. You just want to nullify the elbows and the knees, really. Counter her uppercut. Karolina throws an uppercut quite a bit. She threw it a lot in the Grasso fight with a left hook, because that's just going to be quicker to the punch. Uppercuts are very wound up. Unless you're throwing dirty boxing uppercuts, they're wound up. Just a nice check left hook or a counter left hook will probably beat it to the punch. And she keeps her hands low in the clinch, remember. Don't clinch up at all, just break the clinch. Don't duck your head into her knees, because she does throw deadly knees. So just don't clinch up at all. Keep your distance, jab, stick and move, just like you normally do. Cut angles, move laterally. Just really try and mess with her movement, with Karolina's movement. Just trying to get her to square her stance as much as possible. Path to victory for Karolina. Don't let her get her feet on your hips when you're in top control, because that's her. That's really her only get up, is just the feet on the hips and kick off, and then she just uses just her athleticism to get back to her feet really quickly. Up the pressure as the fight goes on. I can't really decipher whether Xiaonan slows down in the third or she just coasts due to like fight IQ and not kind of indifferent to finish the fight, just wants to win the fight, doesn't mind if it's a 29-28. She knows she's got the first 2 rounds in the bag, so I don't really know if she's got a cardio issue, but still put the pressure on her in the third and late second, and see how she responds. Maybe try and make it a dog fight. Just try and take it to the ground, look for subs, because it's obviously a big weakness in Xiaonan's game. The takedown, takedown defense is okay, but her get-ups aren't good at all. And yeah, get that Muay Thai plum clinch. Try and clinch up as much as possible. Just try and break the distance. Get the knees, elbows, get it all going. But how I see it going is I see it going down like Karolina Kowalkiewicz's fights versus Joanna and Grasso. Just outskilled on the feet by a superior striker. Even if she's the one coming forward, pushing the pace, she's still just outskilled. It's kind of a dream matchup for Xiaonan, opponent with a very square stance, predictable movement, and not really a wrestler. So yeah, it's just kind of, I feel like it's going to be a domination from Yan. And I've actually gone pretty big on her, to be honest, with the bets. Yeah, Yan by decision. So right now, she's around 144, 140, 143, roughly. That's probably a parlay piece, to be honest, if you want to parlay it with like a few dominant favorites that you've got. So say if you want to parlay it, Yan, Xiaonan, if you're not if you're a patient guy or girl, say you want to parlay it with what's a fucking lock? Like say like Vieira. I don't even know if that's a lock. I haven't really started it. You can parlay it with Dariush if you don't mind waiting too long. That was a fucking lock, but Douglas pulled out. So if you want to parlay it with if you don't mind waiting, parlay it with like Khabib or something. Just, people you're very confident in. I don't usually do parlays, so not quite used to what's going on here. Yeah, there's no really big favourites on this card, actually. And you bet your ass I'm not betting Brock Weaver at fucking $1.36 or Devin Clark at $1.29. No way. But yeah, parlay piece. I actually I got Xiaonan at $1.65 on Paramatch. That was before the lines on Best Fight Odds came out. But if you follow my Bet MMA account, you'll see when I post these bets. And if I've got it listed under Paddy Power, that means Paramatch. That means I got it off Paramatch. So you look at Paramatch, sign up an account. Yeah, if you're not in the US, it's quite hard to get in the account. You kind of have to jump through some loopholes. You have to pay in Bitcoin and all that, but it's probably worth it because they do come out with some silly opening lines, such as the $1.65. She actually opened at $1.80 in Paramatch, but that was before I did tape. So I did some tape, and then she got brought down to $1.65. Took it. I actually max betted it. Not max bet, but nearly a max bet. I've got about $1.50 on that on Xiaonan to win. But right now, yeah, I'm pretty confident she's gonna win. Can't really see a way she loses. Really, gets caught with a clenched knee or something, put out cold. I don't think Karolina's gonna offer anything really too drastic. So yeah, I think it's pretty much a lock at $1.44. Odds, I'd say it's still got a little bit of value because the skill mismatch. But yeah. So yeah, that's all good. Maybe if you want to wait or something, like $1.80, $1.90 might be the decision prop. It's probably going to decision, but because Karolina's pretty fucking tough and she's not subbing her. So yeah, maybe decision prop if you want to get some extra value on it. Probably be like 180 or 170. So yeah, that's if you want some extra value. But that's all for